Man like troops, back again. About my blood clot, yang, all of that. Man came on the Cooligans and shut the thing down. Make sure you watch. If you don't, you're a ham roll blood.
Ay, papi! Let's go. What?
I do love the soft landing you do at the end of it.
I think
we need an update. Is Nutmeg awake?
Nutmeg. I heard a little rattle in his crate, so he might have been at least startled, but went right back.
There's a snake in there. Who knows? A snake has gotten in.
Yes, I puppy. That's
I puppy.
Oh man! Hello everybody. Welcome to another PREM show, the Cooligans, a spin-off podcast focused on all things Premier League. My name is Christian Polanco.
I am Alexis Guerrero.
All right, we are your favorite stand-up comedians that host the funniest Premier League show that has ever existed on Twitch.
It's also the gulliest, right? I mean, come on now. Why we even gotta say? You should already know.
But we're already kind of committed to this routine, so we have to keep repeating it. Right?
Yeah, I mean, we want you to know it, but you should already know it. You know.
So yes, everybody, welcome to another episode. Yes, like I said before, this show is taped live on Twitch with a bunch of Cooligans fans. Gully squad, a bunch of friends, family. I think my mom Dukes is in here.
Family.
Okay. We have a great time taping this podcast. So if you're listening to this and you want to be a part of the stream and be able to contribute to the chat, make sure you follow us at twitch.tv/soccercooligans. Follow us, join us. We tape every single Wednesday, usually in the evening, usually 6 p.m. Eastern. That's been kind of the time we've set on. And it's going well. This is our 11th episode.
It's going well. Things are looking on the up and up.
Oh my God, Die with the subscription. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, Die.
Oh my God, yeah. We always it's like we said, it's always it's family that keeps coming through. We appreciate it. I love familiar faces. I love new faces or new screen names.
0KS1 says, Alexis, cop a new cam. Yo, this is a pretty good cam. The problem is Christian screen caps the video coming in.
Yeah,
and puts it on there because he wants to be a hater and look prettier than me.
That's the plan. Yeah, if anybody has any suggestions on how to basically how do I import Alexis's video from a call and it look very clear. So some people may not care about this, right? But let's get into it because maybe somebody in the chat can help me. So
this is going on the podcast.
This is going on the podcast. So podcast listeners as well, please
feel free to learn about Twitch, my G.
Feel free to help out. You
dialed in. We're like, oh, let me click on this Premier League themed show. And right now we in tech mode. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Mike Wonder's saying, ask Monty. Okay. Finding Nebula saying, I never noticed. So okay. So we got some people who
you thought I specifically just smeared
look like, kind of grainy,
some type of Vaseline on the camera, so I look younger.
I thought that was just your pixelated face, man.
Sharon Wright says the cam is set up on Alexis's feet for OnlyFans. Facts. We know how my OnlyFans works.
So the issue,
I send you pictures of my feet until you pay for my OnlyFans.
Alexis and I are on a Zoom call. I screen cap the Zoom call and bring it into OBS, which is how I'm broadcasting on Twitch. The good thing about Zoom is that we have the audio sounds fine. The video is synced up without any issues. Now, Skype is actually better for the video quality, but the audio quality is not synced. It has like this tool called NDI, which allows you to import a video from a video call into OBS to the broadcasting software, and it works really, really well. It looks better, but it does not sync the audio, and the audio is always off.
Fam, Nutmeg ain't the only one sleeping right now. We need to stop this.
So
do people care?
If anybody has some suggestion on a way to do this that looks clear and is also not $4,000, please feel free to help out. Okay.
Nick Cage said, I feel like I'm in science class. Dog, my head hurts. I don't even know what you're doing. My head hurts.
So, some people think like, oh, you just hit a button and Twitch is, ooh, this is all fun and games. Nah, man, this is...
No, we try to tell y'all we have a Twitch.
Okay.
It don't work right.
Okay, I got a Twitch from my homie on 165th. All right, he hooked me up.
He said it's basically the same thing. So it didn't come in a box. It was in a garbage bag with tape wrapped around it. But trust me, this is a Twitch.
Okay, so now that is out of the way, let's talk about Premier League. Okay,
Let's go.
that unknown league that nobody really pays attention to, but we're gonna show some love.
By the way, shouts to the Canadian Premier League. English Premier League, I know is what you're expecting. That's the other Premier League. Let's talk about the Canadian Premier League for 1 second. Had their final.
Okay.
It was Pacific FC versus HFX Halifax Wanderers.
All right.
Small name, right? They said, let's not confuse everyone. And Pacific FC won 5-0.
Ooh, okay.
Really put it on them. It might have been 6-0 actually. So whatever. It was one team showed up. Shouts to that Premier League. Let's talk about the English Premier League.
Okay, so where to begin? Obviously, should we just focus on our teams? Should we focus on Leeds?
Well, let's start right now by saying Aubameyang signed the team. Okay.
Yes. Oh, you know what? I do want to start there because of this was obviously a big deal for Arsenal fans, but it was also a very big deal to everyone who follows the Premier League because Arsenal made a meal out of this, a player re-signing with the team where it was signing. It seemed like a new player.
They made it seem like they went out and they got messy. They're like, guess what we have in store for you? You know that guy who not only played but scored in the last game? He's going to be here next week.
They had a whole big video. They did an IG Live where Aubameyang was reconnecting with some of his current players. He was doing you don't even need to. He was like, I think it was like Lacazette. He was just like, I'm glad you're staying here. I'm like, just text each other, man. What is all this about?
We good. The one thing I like about it, and Jerron is going to enjoy this.
So is Nick Leishman, yes.
Yeah. He said he's staying at Arsenal because he feels like he's home there, which is great, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've lost a lot of players, big name players. Alexis Sanchez, right? Going back to even Robin Van Persie, Samir Nasri. Anytime we have a player that I think can make a very positive difference moving forward, they're like, peace, I'm out. Alexis's dad status.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he decided to say, he said, I want to be an Arsenal legend, which is great. You're 31 years old. We just need like 3 good years out of you. But trust me.
The humility. I love it.
Also, the pants he was wearing. I should get you the photo to put it up.
Oh, yes.
They're
I did see those pants.
3/4 bedazzled pants with like graffiti on them. It is the most ridiculous. Why do soccer players dress like this?
I don't know what it feels like, he should have been, all he was missing was a Von Dutch hat,
No, they'd be dressing like that still, though. What is going on? D squared. Is this a D squared thing? D squared has ruined more fits. Yo, it's the worst. The dude looks like he got dressed like by a friend who owns this company. You know what I mean? He's like, come on, man, dude. We're failing. Apparently nobody wants to buy capri pants for men in 2020.
I'm trying to find the photo of the pants. I can't find them. If somebody has a link, let me know because I want to put it on the screen.
If you go to their Instagram, it's a reel. You might be able to take a screen cap of that. But it is wildly embarrassing. Like NBA players, they dress funky, but they don't dress like. It's not like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's still swag though. It's still a bit of a flex when they dress. They got a style about them. You know what I mean? It may be a little funky,
yeah,
but it's pushing the needle forward, right? Aubameyang dragged that needle back all the way to 2002.
Okay, so I have the video. I think.
Are we gonna get knocked out for doing this?
No. This is on Twitter. So here, let's. So this is. Yeah, so that's obviously the.
Look as it pulls back. What are we doing?
I'm trying to find the photo of just the pants, but yeah, let me pause it. Boom. I mean, this is bad, right? These are bad.
Already bad.
Yeah, when I even see, and these are also like really exposing his ankles. Okay, so we're not even showing that part. But
it's got the number 84 on the right thigh, but it's like an NFL 84.
Has a crown. This looks like, honestly, when I was working for Sean John and I would see some of the designs that didn't make it, this is what it looked like. It's just like overly regal, just wildly unnecessary.
I think they would like screen print things 3 or 4 times. Remember when that era, when you had like the triple or quadruple screen printed, they kind of like almost like an affliction shirt, but not like bro-y.
Yeah.
That's this. It's like what hood dudes wore to act like they have money. That's what this is. It's just like, dog, you're about to make $350,000 a week. 350,000 pounds a week. What are you wearing?
It's bad, bro.
And here's the thing. That's expensive.
Let me see if I can get the.
Can you go full screen?
Yes, I can. On the video,
you'll be able to see the pants on that video if you hit the full screen button on that video.
Yeah.
Oh God, it hurts my eyes. Watch as it pulls back. Watch as it pulls back. No.
Well, you can sort of see it there as well. You see it there at the bottom.
And I'm not kidding. They stop where your shin guards start. They're like pants shorts. You know what I mean?
So not good, everybody. Not good. As we can see,
I would even go so far as to say bad.
Somebody asked 0KS1 said Christian worked for Sean John. Yes, I did. I worked for Sean John for 5 years. I worked for Diddy. I have a whole bunch of stories that I can get into later, but yes,
some really cool stories.
But I did. I worked there for a long time. I did IT, obviously.
Duff Carter said, "If Genko jeans made skinny jeans." That is kind of like that's kind of how it feels. Like they would go, as opposed to like really well bell bottom, they'd go above, slightly above the ankle, but not like in a cool way, not like in a puddle jumper suit way.
I love this from Mike Wonder. He said Cam Newton said that those pants were too weird.
I think I saw those on Randy Moss's Etsy. What? Does Randy Moss have an 84? Wasn't that his number?
The number that was on the pants.
All right, firm the germ. Let's go.
Good. I'm loving the reference. Okay. So
Mike Wonder said that Soulja Boy clothing line. That's kind of how it feels, man.
So the other thing I thought was impressive from Arsenal, what more than this unnecessary re-signing whole thing with Aubameyang was.
You mean the parade that they scheduled?
The video of Emiliano Martinez saying that because he's going to Aston Villa and him kind of doing an exit interview. Right, you never really see these from clubs, but he was obviously with Arsenal for 11 years. 11 years. 10
years before he got a chance.
Yes, and then and obviously helped them win FA Cup, win the Community Shield after the Leno injury, and now all of a sudden he wants to play because he's at the top of his game.
He's also trying to get into the Argentina first team national team, and if you think of it, what is he now? 28, 27, 28?
Yeah,
he's still a kid in keeper years. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Like keepers don't really come into themselves until their early 30s, you know?
Yeah.
Or at least like 30 years old, 29, 30 years old. So this is the perfect time for him to get a chance to play.
It reminds me of the Matthew McConaughey line, like I keep getting older and goalkeepers stay the same age.
Wow.
Like there's something
Now's
weird
when
with
you remember that? Come on.
Oh yes, but no, he's obviously playing incredibly well, and yeah.
But he should have stayed. He's like crying. I hope Arsenal win, and I hope they go back to Champions League because they deserve it. And so do their fans. Come back. I've never heard Bernd Leno say a thing. This guy's crying. His family. This is the type of player I want. That's the type of keeper I want. Look, I'm going to trust Mikel Arteta because he's obviously, I don't think he's really made many mistakes up until now, besides maybe starting 4 in the back and playing, what's his name, David Luiz back there. But I think if he's decided that he wants to stick with Bernd Leno, fine, I'll stick with Bernd Leno. But this is really starting to feel like we let the wrong keeper go. You know what I mean?
I can imagine, especially he's the hot hand. So I hope it's the right move. I hope Leno is fully fit and he's okay. But
me too, Christian.
it was just a kind of a cool thing to see. You really get the sense like the club meant so much to him, and he is grateful for everything the club was able to provide for him. But this is the situation. He's probably gonna get higher wages, get the first first spot, and be able to play regularly. So you can't really argue with that. And somebody just mentioned, who is it? Mike Wonder said Aston Villa will have plenty of chances for him to make impressive saves, build up that portfolio. So
because they got a trash ass backline.
So he's gonna get minutes, and he's gonna have to use those minutes.
But all of these sales that are coming up now, they're talking about what's his name? I can't remember. Not Shaka. Who's the Kolasinac? $10 million going back to the Bundesliga, 10 million euros. They're talking about all these these sales of players that we definitely don't need. It's nice to have them as backups. It's nice to have depth, but we certainly don't need those players. We don't need Kolasinac. We don't need Mustafi. We don't need Guendouzi if we're going to get some good money from all these sales are to go out and get Partey or to go out and get a player like Owar, whatever the dude's name is from Olympique Lyon. It's all like for these, like to get these types of players, which is like, you're building up the team. Yeah. You're getting players that are better than the players you had in house. It's just someone like Emi Martinez, like, damn.
Yeah.
Like,
why couldn't it have been Ozil?
Yo, sell Ozil. Yo, just send Ozil to Aston Villa. They'll never know.
We should also discuss, speaking of more transfer news, obviously I don't know. I've heard that it's pretty much confirmed, but for Tottenham, let's talk about Tottenham. Gareth Bale returning to Tottenham. I think it's just over the line. I think he's just waiting to be able to fly from Madrid to do you hear Nutmeg? I don't know if you hear Nutmeg.
I actually thought that was my
apologies.
At the same time.
I'm gonna tell. I think he needs to go. I'm gonna tell Helene to go get him.
You were talking about Gareth Bale. The rumor I heard at first was it was a swap for Dele Alli.
Yes.
But that never happened. It's just a straight up loan for Gareth Bale.
Okay.
At least that's the rumor I'm hearing.
Yeah, I thought it was a sale.
And by I'm hearing, I mean I read.
Yeah, I don't know what the details are going to be. I'm hoping he just. So somebody just said, Colombia said Madrid said nah to what? To the move or the what? The loan or so? Yeah, I don't know.
What part did they say nah to?
Yeah, Dele.
Let us know. And by the way, now. Colo Blanco is our source, okay?
Okay.
They said not to Dele Alli. All right, so Dele Alli stays. Which, have you been watching the show on Amazon?
I have not, but I've seen a bunch of people talking about it. How is it?
Dele Alli comes across as like a spoiled, not a brat, but like a spoiled little kid almost. Like he's kind of playing pranks. He's asking stupid questions. They call him lazy through most of it. He kind of laughs, I gotta be honest. I've never related to him more.
Is he high? He sounds like he's like just on edibles or something.
Doug, it's kind of like that. Like every time Mourinho's like, "You are very lazy," and he's like, like he's looking around.
Bro, hilarious! This dude's hilarious. You see this guy?
I didn't even think you could see me, dude.
It's just like he sounds like a character on Half Baked.
It's not that much different. Like he's just kind of like giggling along. They're like, at one point he's like, "You are very lazy on the pitch. Very lazy on the pitch. you in training, you end up running back and forth. And he's just kind of looking around at the other players, like kind of elbowing them a little bit, like, you hear?
He's talking about me. He ain't talking about you.
Yeah. I mean, you know, any publicity is good publicity, and I seem to be getting a lot right now. Also, he's just like fucking around. Everyone's like, yes, Cuban B from Half Baked. What should we call it? He was kind of juggling the ball inside, and he hits a bench that had a iced coffee on it, and it spills all over a pair of sneakers that they stupidly call trainers. Ugh.
Boo.
And they go, wait till you find out whose trainers those are. And he's like, whose is it? And they're like, those are Jose. those are Mourinho's. And he's like, oh shit. And he starts like cleaning them up. It's just so, or maybe that was Aurier. Nonetheless, everyone's acting like it's like a fun clubhouse.
This is why they lose all the time.
This show made me realize why they lost the first match to Everton. I was like, yo, you hear Mourinho is like, you know, he like drives a hard bargain. It's his way or the highway. I think Mata, when he chased Mata out of Chelsea, I think Mata, or was it United? He was like, no, it was Chelsea. He was like, Mata was like, are we going to take anything serious? And he's like, yo, get this dude out of here, yo. He's ruining the vibe.
Yeah, man. Okay. Are you killing my high right now? Right?
Damn, son. Please don't kill my vibe. Please don't kill my vibe. We're going to sell you. Please don't kill my vibe.
Oh, man. Who was it? Oh, Shelly Ray 17. She said Eric Dyer called him a spoiled brat. But she said he took it well, though. Yeah. Nothing. He, Dele Alli. I guess he sounds like, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. He's just like a 12-year-old out there.
He's like, whatever you say, I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces over me, and fuck your mom. I don't think you. You know how that cliche goes, dude.
Who taught you that? Your big brother? That's not how it goes.
Honestly, that's disrespectful to the actual cliche. Somebody wrote that.
Oh, incredible. So in the next coming weeks, I mean, Tottenham may look very different. I'm curious what they look like, even if let's say Dele Alli leaves, or where is Gareth Bale going to play? It doesn't pretty much play.
What golf course?
Because Heung-min Son that's his spot. I mean, are they obviously they're both going to be on the pitch together, but who kind of gets who's going to be up front? Obviously, Harry Kane up front. Wing on the wing would be Son. Would it be on the other side, Bale, or I don't know where he would go exactly.
Well, I put this in as one of the topics to talk about. The Evening Standard talked about this, which Not So Called Andrew said they're called trainers because you're training them, you sneaky bastards. I don't know what you're talking about. I've worn them all my life, never trained them once. So, in the Evening Standard. So let us know if this is like a good newspaper or like some weird right wing like blog that I should be talking about. In the Evening Standard, Dimitar Berbatov said that he believes the addition of Gareth Bale will give Tottenham, and I quote, the strongest attack in the Premier League. Has he watched?
He hasn't played in months.
He's got gray hair. He's 31 years old.
He has bed sores from the chair and in the stadium, dude. He's not.
He's got to get his depends, or what maybe you call pants trainers in England. He's got to get them changed. Get some Vaseline put on his butt, like the one I have on my camera.
Okay, yeah, this is that went in a very different direction than I expected. I don't know what they do in England, but Alexis is quite well aware.
Nah, dude, I googled it. It's fact. I don't understand. You can't. What are you gonna do? You got up front. You've got Harry Kane, and then you're gonna have to put Gareth Bale, I guess, in the middle of the midfield next to Son.
I don't know. I mean, he's. I don't even know what to expect from Bale. All I know is that he is just so wildly expensive. The wages are insanely high. Zidane has no interest in him. But I did see Mourinho did say today in a press conference that he was trying to get Gareth Bale to Real Madrid while he was at Real Madrid. And then when he was let go, the following year they brought in Gareth Bale. So it seemed like he always, he's always had an interest in working with Gareth Bale, and this seems like a good opportunity. I don't know. It's not even about what he has left. It's just like, where is he mentally? Where is he psychologically on how does he want to play? Did this hurt his confidence being benched like this? Maybe at the very least
for Mourinho.
At least like now he has no pressure of having to learn Spanish. Maybe that weight off his shoulders will keep him motivated to play in England again.
Why do English people, and I know he's Welsh, but fine, why do UK people hate learning Spanish? What is it? Who the fuck is Martinez? No one's ever said it that way.
I don't know.
They do it on purpose. I think they're doing it on purpose.
It's weird because you go to anywhere else in Europe and they speak like 4 different languages. They know
not even that. Now, I'll give you this. If you only want to speak English, that's fine, whatever. But you ever watch like the illegal highlights sometimes on YouTube?
Yeah.
And it's like some United Arab Emirates feed.
Yeah.
And it's language I don't understand. I'm not doing it for an accent, but it's like hala hala ha.
Yeah.
Martinez.
And
they're like, how did they get it right? How did they get it right? And Martinez? Who is that?
Yeah, look, I mean, this is why when you hear the we were talking about it on our show, and obviously on the podcast and on the TV show about Bielsa, and like people are critical of like, why doesn't he learn English? It's like, why don't you learn Spanish? Learn a little bit of like just how to say the names properly. Like, so you can't be asking people to learn English when you won't even bother the bare minimum of the saying and pronouncing people's names correctly.
And we understand we're American saying this. In our country, it's like, speak English. This is America. And like, you don't even understand what that's so it is what it is, but whatever.
Okay. So yeah, I'm excited to see what happens the next coming days.
Who said, Robert from LA said Bale should do his first interview in Spanish when he gets back to London.
Hilarious.
He probably can't, but I would love it. It'd be great if he was like, ¿Qué tal? when he gets there.
He's like, well, that's it. That's all I learned.
Done. Mulligan. Like, that's technically not a Spanish term. That's just mulligan, a golf term said in a Spanish accent.
Severus Rag said, "Evening, my dudes, dropped a raid on you. Dig the pod, keep it up." Thank you, Severus, for the raid. I appreciate it. I must have not seen it because I was talking, making fun of Gareth Bale. But so apologies for not mentioning it.
Sorry, I didn't see it. I was roasting someone who makes 600,000 a week.
Yes. So
Severus Rag.
Feel free to yes, we are obviously on Twitch. So the people listening to the podcast and everybody here, please hit the follow button on Twitch. We are almost at 500 followers. We just need about 27, right? 27.
Dude, if we get to 500, we could get our kid back. That's really all we want.
That's all. Are you trying to stop us from getting our kid back? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, wow, it takes balls, dude. But hey, you be you. You know what I mean? We can't tell you to be a good person or not. We can only ask.
Okay, so you know what? And shouts to not SoCal Andrew had mentioned before, who's in here. He mentioned last week. He said you guys should do a Premier League prediction. So let us, say what you think the table is going to be, what the table is now, what you think it'll be.
People
at the
know
end
what
of
a
the year.
prediction is, Christian.
Okay, I'm just giving it.
We're going to go from 1 to all the way to 20.
He said, how will the table be at the end of the season? And it'll be fun to look at it at the end of the season. So we did that. Thank you. Like we said, the people on Twitch help create this show and help us decide what content is delivered to you. So we did.
Like Scooby the Goon just asked, have we ever thought about getting into American soccer? You know what? We do talk about the best brand of soccer in the world. So we're trying to do something nice for the English people and talk about their tiny little league. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So, okay. So we did the prediction. So here is, I'm going to put it up on the screen. Boom. That is what we think. As you can see, at the top of the table, I said Manchester City.
And I said Chelsea's going to win the league.
And that seems, look, they have a lot of good players. and they're going to be a strong team. But because they have so many new players, I think that is why they will not win the league. I think it's too many changes and gelling all those players that really haven't had even much of a preseason. I don't think they're going to be able to do it. So
you think they're going to finish third?
I think they're going to get to Champions League. Yes.
Ridiculous. I think Manchester City's going to finish third only because it seems to me, and this is the same thing for Liverpool, it seems to me like the manager of both Liverpool and Manchester City, Pep and Klopp, have kind of not lost the locker room, but it's kind of hard to get everyone a little bit more gung ho. You know what I mean? I think the sort of the scar of losing in the Champions League for Manchester City is going to be a little bit too much. So I think they're going to finish third, whereas you think they're going to finish first because you don't know what you're talking about.
And I love some of we're already getting some comments on the table about the table. Nick Lage said, Alexis, how drunk were you when you came up with that list? So it's a fair question.
I was not drunk 2 minutes before we started the show.
Golden Blanco says, Arsenal second? Yeah.
Yes, but that's a big step up, right? What did we finish? 8th and won the FA Cup. Shut up, Tottenham. So I think it's going to be a nice bump up, and I think it's going to propel the front office and Stan Kroenke to actually buy all the players we fucking need.
So Aussie AB says, is that Spurs with or without Bale? So I kind of, from my table, I did take that into consideration. I'm like, with Bale, I think they do pretty well. My best guess, I as far as they're going to be in that battle for either Champions League spot or Europa League spot. And even for me, I said Everton would finish 7th, which I think is still being pretty generous, but I think is more reasonable than 2nd for Arsenal.
Okay. You're drunk, dude. I mean, I don't think 2nd for Arsenal is out of the look at how well they played since 2020. They lost like 2 matches in the league since 2020 started. Dog, give us some respect. I mean, Arteta knows what he's doing.
It's not disrespectful to say
I think
that they're going to finish, beneath 2nd or whatever.
Scooby the Goon said Arsenal's going to finish 2nd because they hit 8th last year and they got to average out to 4th. Shut up.
I'll said Wolves behind Everton on both, and I think that will be the case. Look, so let's talk about Everton, because I think when it comes to the new and sort of energetic and exciting teams, I mean, I think Chelsea and Everton are up there as far as like teams that could really make a big change in what they look like this season. And Everton, that first game, James was, please in the chat, let us know if you watch this game. If you're in the United States, you had to watch it on Peacock, which I was already pretty annoyed by,
wildly frustrated by,
which I understand. Like, I understand that some games are going to be on this subscription service, which is fine. But this game in particular, this is James's first game. Why wasn't this broadcast, especially on the Spanish language channels? Why that would have been a hit? I don't understand why it wasn't available on.
It should have been on NBC. At least in North Bergen, New Jersey, and in Miami, at the very least.
Yeah,
and in Queens.
Yeah, because look, Everton, they got billboards in Times Square. They did a whole thing in Miami. Why wouldn't you air this game on a Spanish language channel? It really makes no sense. I'm sure. Yeah, Telemundo didn't show it. Telemundo did not show it. I was looking for it. They did not show it.
So stupid. I mean, don't you want money?
Don't
you want money?
I don't know the deal with that. That was really strange. And Shelly Ray said it's so frustrating, and the stream kept pausing, which is true. Which is like sometimes the illegal streams work better than the paid ones. I've heard that too, which is crazy.
And shouts to Lousy Human Val, who says, as a bar manager, fuck Peacock.
not even the service, the animal. Okay.
Yeah, dog, get out of this bar.
Over here, Peacock. You ain't getting any girls with your tricks, okay?
Yo, dude, and you fucking pissing everywhere. The feather's getting in the food, dude.
But no, James was great. He played his game, so definitely.
He actually played and we talked about this already, but he played a slower version of what we would have expected his game to be, which he went a couple of months without really getting meaningful minutes.
Yeah.
Gareth Bale is going to be out there in full leg braces. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna be like Forrest Gump when he runs and the braces break off. But like, oh, he can walk, he can run. So but James, I thought was he was chill. He played a real chill, casual game. But Alan, right, the Brazilian, was spectacular. What a difference. He is a good replacement for Idrissa Gueye, who left to PSG. Looked outstanding.
Might be back in the Premier League, by the way.
Idrissa Gueye?
Yeah, but not to Everton. I forget where he's supposed to go.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a rumor that Idrissa Gueye is being sought after by a Premier League team, but I can't remember who. I think it might be United.
Okay. So Nick Leach has Forrest Bale. That would be his name. That'd be great.
What is it? Fareth Gump?
Mark Wonder said gonna have a brace for his man bun. Yeah, you gotta keep it, gotta protect it at all costs.
Also, I just want to reference something that was said before. It was, I forgot who said it, but it was about Aubameyang re-signing. Oh, there it is. Duff Carnage said the Aubameyang signing isn't worth 6 places, Alexis. No, but you know what is? Not having Emery coach your team for half a fucking season.
Robert from LA said, did Christian hear that the stat that Everton play 4 South Americans for the first time in their history? I did not hear that stat, but that makes me very, very happy. Obviously, yeah, we love the Tofeteros. We're huge fans.
Get Messi it out there, folks. Start tweeting it.
Yes, use it. You know, tag us.
Tell your friends.
Let people know, okay? Because we really want this to catch on. You know, imagine one day you see Everton post some tweet and it has like hashtag Tofeteros on it. Like, bro, that was us, okay?
These guys, these dummies.
So
Messi 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 underscores in the chat. What's up, Messi 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 underscore?
Was good. So so Allen was great. Doucouré was great. The midfield overall was just stellar. I thought like they just and I say the word stellar because the quality of the midfield last year was really, really bad. Andre Gomez, I think, played well. Even just, you know, having that, being the more of an enforcer, not being required to, like, make these great passes. The movement was there. Loved it. I was really, really impressed. Obviously, they won 1-0 against Tottenham. I think it was probably more of a concern for Tottenham than it was impressive for Everton.
100%. I mean, if you look at, all you did was, like, check, what happened in Spurs Everton? It's all Spurs loss. It's not Everton look great. It's not James Rodriguez look great. If it's English media, they were talking about how Spurs lost. How could Tottenham lose? It didn't matter who it was. They could just put like Tottenham lost his first game of the season. And even Mourinho at the end, he was like, what are you going to say in the locker room? He's like, that stays in the locker room. I'm glad there's no Amazon this year. You know? He's probably going to walk in and be like, damn, guys, you made me look bad, dude.
My bad. The Crimson Pizza said, Christian, you weren't satisfied with Morgan Schneiderlin? No one's ever been satisfied with Morgan Schneiderlin, okay? It's so strange. I remember when he signed with the team and he obviously was coming from Manchester United. He dealt with a bunch of injuries, but like, I every time players don't work out, I always think of all the fanfare and all the images and the videos. Like they like the content creators for Everton spent all this time creating a video, like an introduction video for Morgan Schneiderlin. And how can you not regret your life choices when you spent all this time and energy on such a trash player? You know what I mean? Like,
it's their job.
It's just, I'm like, well, he did nothing. He was awful. Well, he was a terrible signing. But think
about some of those MLS teams who like buy some guy from like a league you've never heard of in South America, and they've got to come up with like the image. You know, there's some admin who's just like, let me Google how to fucking spell this guy's name. No one knows who he is. You know,
got to do this today. Okay.
Damn, his highlights on Daily Motion? That's not good. It's not even on YouTube.
Felix Palau said Morgan Snyderton was also awful for Manchester United. Yeah, thanks for that. So let's talk a little bit about obviously some of the other results, right? Leeds, Liverpool. What are the takeaways from there?
Liverpool should be scared. That to me, and that's why I didn't have them finishing first.
Okay.
Is because if that's how you played against Leeds, like, yeah, you got a hat trick from Mohamed Salah. Sure. Bro, you needed a hat trick from Mohamed Salah in the first match to beat a team that got promoted into the Premier League. You're the champion. That's not good. Now, ask me if I think Leeds is that good or Liverpool's that bad. Was Leeds playing with a ton of adrenaline, right? Like a lot of clubs do when they first get promoted? Maybe. You're Liverpool. You scored how many points in the league last year? You're Liverpool.
I love this from Nick Sternipple said, Liverpool can't hold any leads.
Hey.
Okay, we gotta get I gotta get a cue like for a dad joke, the dad joke alert.
We gotta get a rim shot.
Okay, I'll work on that for the next stream. I will have that. I'll even have like a little shortcut key to do that.
Aussie Ab said NYCFC should have kept Jag. Yo, facts, dude. The way he cut up that back line.
All right, well, tell that to his agent. He would not agree with you.
He'd break the phone if you called him and told him that.
No, but what a goal! I mean, we talked about it on the TV show, on the podcast. But what a goal for Jack Harrison. We can spend a little bit more time just really praising this young man. We talked about it obviously when Leeds, even 2 seasons ago when they were so close to getting into the Premier League, but winning the championship. And we were just so supportive of Jack Harrison. Obviously, he's done a show with him, and but for him to score that goal the way that he did, who was it? It was Trent Alexander-Arnold that was like marking him, and then I think it might have been Virgil van Dijk that went like with the second defender. Jack Harrison.
You know how I knew it was Trent Alexander-Arnold? Because I put Trent Alexander-Arnold in my fantasy league. And let me tell you something. Watching him get cut up, I was like, "Oh no,
no, bro!" I'm watching that game, and it's weird to like look. And I'll be honest. We do. We started a soccer comedians. We started a soccer podcast, and then we started like meeting footballers and meeting players and being more involved. It still feels like crazy that we like know Jack Harrison, right? Like he knows who we are.
Spoken to the guy who just cut up the defender's back line's mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
I hung out with his mom. Which sounds bad.
we sent him a DM like congratulating him, and he was like, "Thank you." And he responded like so. There's this weird, like, deeply emotional connection when he scored that goal. It felt like a son, a sibling, a family member scoring, and it's like he didn't just. Again, it wasn't just a casual goal, a tap in. Like he was in the right place at the right time.
No.
It
wasn't even like a wonder strike that he was like, "Oh my god, did I just score?" Like a screamer from 30 yards. Nah, he was like, "Yeah, I will score, but let me just cut up everybody here real quick."
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, they call you the champions? Okay.
Wow.
Real interesting.
I remember winning the championship.
so I feel like
maybe I could do this.
No, but obviously to receive the ball and really cut up Trent Alexander-Arnold, but then push the ball past. I don't remember again the second defender. It might have been Virgil van Dijk, but or Joe Gomez. I don't remember. But for him to put the ball past those two players, two world-class defenders, Champions League winners, Premier League winners, made them look silly. I think Liverpool went into this match not definitely underestimating Leeds, but without a doubt underestimating Jack Harrison. Right,
100%.
Dude, look
like he did it in the championship. He ain't gonna do it to us.
Dude looked comfy out there, going 1v1.
Jack was like, "Nice ankles. Be ashamed if somebody broke them." 100%. You said that to two people.
Okay, he learned a thing or two from the Bronx. Okay,
and I'll also say this: like, It was such a good goal. At first, I didn't realize how good of a goal it was until I saw the replay from the other angle, from behind the goal on which he scored. And I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, dude.
Right? I saw that. It got me so emotional that I started believing that I had more to do with his career. Like in my head, I was like, I remember, maybe I didn't train him, but I did drop him off at training a couple times. I've never done that. You know what I mean? I remember driving him as a young lad. But he was in England.
But to some degree, when we have players on our show, I'm not saying that it changes the course of their career, but
no,
it can't hurt. It can't hurt to have two comedians and you join them on the show. I'm sure we built his confidence a little bit. We stacked one of the bricks. That's all.
Look, if there's a pie graph, you may not see the color associated with us, but there is that little line. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That tells you, yo.
Well, it's a pie chart or a graph. It's not a pie graph.
What's the difference? Okay. Someone tell me real quick. I meant pie chart. Whatever.
Because they're all right. You're merging the two things. Either I think you're merging like
Sorry that I couldn't remember. I was too busy driving Jack to practice.
You're confusing like math class and home ec.
I was just like, man, I remember cutting the crust off his sandwiches. I've never done that before. We did feed him though. We did feed him.
Okay. Yes, we added, nutritionally to.
Was it weird that I put it up against my bosom and fed him that way? Maybe. But you know what? Some of us care more about that. Okay.
Okay. Are you a fan? Right.
Wow. So you don't want him to succeed? Man up and let him suckle.
So I was sitting on my couch watching the game. Literally jumped off the couch. I told my girlfriend, I was like, Jack, he scored. The dog was sleeping, so I couldn't even lose my mind.
Yeah,
but
you're whispering, Jack just scored.
Jack just scored.
You know what's funny? He scored from the left side. I'm used to seeing him on the right.
Right.
And everybody on the team has a goddamn man bun. Everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know who this is. This could be the keeper. This could be Bielsa with a clip-on man bun out there. I don't know who this is. You know what I mean? And when they said, what a wonder goal from Harrison, I was like, Jack?
Yeah, dude. Ah, man.
My Jack Harrison?
What then? First goal.
Who I used to take for ice cream after the games?
Whose hand I used to hold when we were crossing the street. Yeah.
Oh my God. The young boy who I told to ride a bike? That Jack Harrison.
We have all these like implanted memories with Jack Harrison. We just replaced childhood memories with Jack Harrison.
Wikipedia said Alexis chewed the burger for Jack, and then I spit it into his mouth. I don't want him to hurt his jaw.
RCAB said, I watched the Leeds series on Amazon after and Jack doesn't feature in any of the 6 episodes in the 2018-2019 season. A lot has changed. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He is he's becoming a fixture for the team in the championship. It's just so cool to see Bielsa believe in him. That was like the coolest thing. Also
at this level, right? Like a lot of times you get a team that gets promoted and some of those players don't make that jump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're celebrating on the last day and it's like, fam, you might not, you don't celebrate too hard because the team you just beat might need to buy you. You know what I mean? And for him to get that chance is amazing. Golo Blanco said you fed him and hung out with his mom, Cooligans dad.
Okay.
We're cooler dads, dude.
Yeah. That should be a fun sitcom, you know?
Hi, Jackie.
It's like 2.5 Men, but like the half a man is a British wonder kid. You know what I mean?
or let's be honest, I'm the half man.
Okay, so I'm so happy for him, man, and just to reiterate that, like it was definitely cool to see. But I mean, Jack Harrison scoring the first goal for Leeds, and since they've been in the Premier League 16 years ago, for it to be him. For him to be like, it feels like it's a part of the Cooligan storyline as well. You know, that's why.
Let's just say if you're going to make a movie about Jack's career, at some point you're referencing the event.
That's all I'm saying.
A photo.
The burger.
Ken Burns did it. And there would be a slow zoom in on a burger.
Alexis chewing. So, let me see if I could find the.
Not so cool. Andrew said, if you're on a plane, Alexis is 2 men, not half a man. That's fucked up. I fit in one seat. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, let me see if I could pull this up. This is from
Lousy Human Val said that goal bumped Miguel Almiron down to the 4th best MLS export. Huh.
Interesting.
So you think it's what? Dempsey? I got Landon?
Say that again. You think it's what?
Who's the top 4 MLS exports into Premier League?
Hey, thank you for the follow. Lost. I can't. I have it.
Dreams.
Lost
Dreams with a 4 instead of an A. It's it would have to be right. It would have to be Dempsey top, right?
Okay.
Then it would have to be Landon Donovan, I guess. Davies isn't in the Prem, or she just said MLS export. So yeah, I guess you're right. It can be Davies, Adams, Harrison, Almiron. You don't think Harrison bumps Adams a little bit? Tyler Adams, RB Leipzig, not the same thing. Nah, he's played in Champions League. You're right. Davies, Adams, Harrison, Almiron.
This is. Oh, yeah. So this was the photo from the show. And us, we got a burger for Jack. This was at Upper 90. This was look who is out. He was just somebody.
Tim Howard. Yeah, Tim Howard also came from Metro Stars.
Who else? I mean, so
Nick Lageman said, "Wash your mouth out with soap, Alexis." So sorry, I forgot to bring up. God forbid I don't say anything wildly positive about Tyler Adams.
Okay, this is interesting. Wait, hold on. This is Lost Dreams has in the chat. This seems to be very like a serious. Oh wait, hold on. I don't know if I should read this. It's a
yeah, of course, dude.
Okay. So Lost Dream says, thank you for the you got here and you came in hot. All right, Lost Dream, thank you.
You brought a story. We would normally say something funny, but this is dope.
Lost Dream said, I got slide tackled at a soccer game yesterday, and I got up and shoved the kid into the ground, and I literally fell down. And at that moment, I realized I broke my ankle, and it's been hurting very bad since the beginning of my 8th grade season in sophomore year. So yeah, I fucked it up pretty bad, out for like 8 games, and I'm sad now. Well, I'm very sorry, Lost Dream. That really, really sucks.
Wait, how are you? Your 8th grade season? Your sophomore?
So I got soccer game yesterday and shoved the kid and literally fell. So I don't know if this happened in the past or very
Is this
recent.
a word problem? You trying to do homework by lying about a soccer game right now? You got the 2 worst guys to try to help you with your homework right now, kid.
Well, he says I'm out for 8 weeks. All right. Well, I hope you recover well. That really sucks. A tough. It sucks. It's part of the game, but I hope you recover and you'll be stronger than ever when you come back. All right.
Here's what I'm gonna say. You did the right thing by getting up and shoving the kid back. All right. Was your ankle broken? Yeah. All right. Fine. But you know what you did? You made it worse, but you got the kid back. You know?
Okay.
That's what's important.
This is why Alexis shouldn't be a father, a coach, or really any kind of sort of father figure.
Really giving advice, I wouldn't say is my forte, but I feel like I'm good at it if you give me a chance.
Okay.
Shouts to you, Lost Dreams.
All right. So, okay.
Like, like when in a movie when a guy gets shot, right? But then he still pulls out his gun and shoots the bad guy and then dies, or whoever. Maybe the good guy.
This is what Lost Dreams did. Okay.
Lost Dreams. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you only had a little bit of time left. There was only so much adrenaline in your body for that ankle, and you were like, I'm going to use it to mush this dude. And then you fell down like, and then no one's mad at you.
No, it would be pretty hilarious if it was like somebody, you got slide tackled and you broke a bone, but you're like, well, your last breath, you just pull out a gun and shoot the kid that tackled.
How did he play with a gat this whole time?
Oh, please do. I don't know. If you are in the 8th grade, please do not listen to us and do not take our advice. Lost Dreams. Okay.
Whatever we say is terrible.
Oh my goodness. So yes.
Lester said good at giving advice. Yes. Whether the advice is good or not is another thing. Good point. I'll let you guys decide, to each his own.
Okay. So
Nick Lage said Christian going full Alexis thing. I know, actually, I was wildly impressed. I'm like, he's talking about a stick right now.
It's just my imagination. It would be a funny sketch, not a real life thing, just a fun little sketch, Let's say similar to like the ridiculousness of the what was the guy Steve, the goalkeeper that the ball kept hitting his face.
Oh, Scott Sterling.
Scott Sterling. Yeah. That's kind of where my mind goes. Look, this is a comedy show. We're both comedians. Our brains are going to go into very, very strange places.
That's right. And I've never held back. Christian, he opened up that gate, baby. He let it flow.
Okay. So, Alexis, do you want to choose the next subject?
Yeah, let's talk about I put an image in there, the highest paid players in 2020.
Okay.
And look, there's Gareth Bale's on there, which is hilarious. But there's a couple Premier League names on here. Mo Salah's in there, Paul Pogba's in there, David De Gea, if you will.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about this is Lionel Messi is at the top with $126 million that he made in 2020. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's $96 million from his contract. And whatever the difference there is,
the chump change, the rest,
30 million or whatever, just about from sponsors. I also put this up. Did you put that image up?
I'm gonna put that up right now.
So I also pulled up how much the highest paid NBA, or I just picked LeBron, and what I think is technically the highest paid NFL. So there's Lionel Messi at 126 million. Ronaldo's at 117. Neymar and Mbappe, 96 and 42 million. The highest in the Premier League is Mo Salah at 37 million. You got Paul Pogba at 34. De Gea at 27. I mean, it's crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just look at 126 million dollars just for endorsements and salary. How much did LeBron James make?
LeBron James
$37.44 million, right?
It's good. It's good money.
It's good money if you could get it. Now, where does that put him? That places him just above, I would say, Mohamed Salah, right? I mean, if they're going to stop at 37, let's assume he's on par with Mohamed Salah, so he's the fourth. He would be equivalent to, the fifth. So Kylian Mbappe, Neymar, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Messi make more money than him. But that's just a salary, dog.
Okay.
That's just a salary. You know how much money he makes from Nike? He signed like a lifetime contract. When he left high school, he signed a $90 million contract with them. I don't think that was per year, but I'm saying, I honestly think, I'm shocked that Lionel Messi doesn't make more. Like, look at Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, who, won the Super Bowl in a game that's really only played in one country, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He makes $50 million a year.
So that's so the one thing with Mahomes, obviously for the Kansas City Chiefs, he has a 10-year deal
for half a billion dollars
for $503 million. But is it guaranteed? How much of it is guaranteed money? Does anybody know what he will be receiving? Like as far as guaranteed money, because NFL is like notorious for not guaranteeing money, right? That's always right. Like the big issue.
They get like the big chunk up front, right? And Wikipedia says an agent's fees, and there's a bunch of stuff, and it doesn't include any transfer money paid to the other team, which sometimes the big players do get a chunk of that, right?
Yeah.
And it says football games have 2 hours worth of commercials for each game. Yes, I get that there's reasons why. All I'm saying is strictly on a game. Lionel Messi is quite possibly the most recognizable human on earth. No?
Recognizable? I'm not going to say that because...
How about just namesake?
He's out. I mean, I honestly, the only other person is Cristiano Ronaldo when it comes to recognizable.
Chocolate Thunder smashed a bunch of numbers and put guaranteed. So it looks like 14,148,000, something like that. It's hilarious. Cristiano Ronaldo has the most Instagram followers. All I'm saying is, if you're a soccer player, Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, these guys are legendary. These guys have the greatest to play the game. People have their names tattooed on them, stuff like that. LeBron James probably makes relatively equivalent, not just on salary, clearly, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about endorsements left and right. How is that possible? How is someone like Messi not making, $250 million a year? You know what I mean?
So are you not impressed by $126 million for a soccer player?
Look, I'm not going to tell you I won't take it, right? And if Jack Harrison makes it, we had something to do with it, okay? But what I'm trying to say is, the fact that Patrick Mahomes is making $500 million in 10 years, just off the money he makes at work, not including the endorsements and all the other things, right? And here's the other thing, right? If you play in the NBA, you have the opportunity to make a lot more money on sneakers because the sneakers you wear to work are the same ones people could wear on the street.
Yeah.
Right. Messi can't do that. We'd all be slipping and sliding everywhere and click-clacking all over the place if you did that.
Is it a tap show? What's going on?
I can hear you coming, and you fucked up my hardwood floor, Oh, but look at the style. Like, you can't do that, right? So all I'm saying is I would have expected a league or a sport that's played all over the world at its highest level would make wild amounts more than what they make in a one country league. Yes, understanding that the NFL has an incredible TV rights deal, incredible endorsements, and that, LeBron is 35 years old. So this number probably isn't even the highest he's made. It's just an example of grabbing one and saying, this guy's already in 5th place. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, look, when it comes to, these are just, they're so wealthy. I don't know what, like, if you're looking at the best of any particular sport or any particular league, these are the best at what they do and have that notoriety, and it feels fairly. I mean, look, the difference between Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar, and everyone else is stark. I mean,
yeah, there's a serious drop off after Neymar. If the image isn't up, so if you're listening, Messi makes 126, Ronaldo makes 117, Neymar makes 96. Next comes Mbappe at all the way down at 42.
Yeah,
more than half. I mean, less than half of what Neymar makes. So yeah, there's a serious drop off. And then between Neymar and the last place in this list is a difference of less than $20 million. So yeah, I mean, they're kind of all compacted there, which is probably what these players should be making. But that's all LeBron money. Still, we all joke around about how much Gareth Bale makes to do nothing. Homie, he makes less than what LeBron makes.
Yeah, I would hope so, right? Because he does very little.
But still, he was a huge get for Real Madrid.
Of course. I don't know. I mean, like, this is just... It makes sense to me as far as, I mean, these are at the very least, they are more LeBrons in soccer than there are in the NBA. You know what I mean? As far as like highly paid players, it really says the basket. The NBA dwarfs soccer without a doubt. I mean, just if you're looking at it's why LeBron owns a piece of Liverpool, right? Because
because he has the money to do so. Not so-called Andrew, but what a drop off. The world isn't.
Thank you for the sub. That was from Darthling. Thank you so much for the subscription. Darthling. We appreciate it.
I want to just go back to something that I think Gymnastics said. He said, I agree with you, Alexis, but has Messi ever been on Teen Titans? Oh, yeah? Well, has LeBron ever been on Boludos Chicos? Which is that's the Teen Titans in Argentina.
What a comeback.
Got him.
Robert from LA said, remember that Messi has gone to court for tax avoidance issues. Everybody in Spain has gone to court for tax avoidance issues.
Yeah, so that means he's keeping most of that money, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, but what does he do with it? Messi is just like, what does he do with his money?
Are you listening? What was the kid's name again? Who broke his ankle? Lost Dreams? Are you listening? Tax avoidance, Panama Papers, Google it, start taking notes. You know what I mean?
Okay.
When that ankle heals, you're going all the way to the top, as long as we name a burger after you.
And LeBron is a huge Nike athlete, and guess who switched to Nike this year? Who switched to Nike this year?
I don't know, but I know Neymar switching to Puma is a big deal. Higipedia put, I hope there's coupons in L'Equipe for Mbappe's sake. He doesn't have a lot of money. You know what I mean?
Liverpool. Yes, Liverpool is Nike. Oh, yeah. That was definitely part of the plan. And those kits are not great, right? They have that weird collar.
You know what? It's growing on me after seeing them playing and barely beat Leeds in it.
Verm the Germ, thank you for the sub. Appreciate
you. Just to you, Verm the Germ. We talked about this a little bit. I know it's not Premier League, but Neymar switching to Puma from Nike /Jumpman. Smart or stupid?
I liked Neymar had he had his own boot, his own sneakers.
He's got his own brand now, though. He's doing his own Jumpman at Puma.
Okay. Look, it's not a money thing, right? I guess maybe he wanted more creative control. It seemed like a great.
He wanted his own brand. That's how Nike got Jordan. Remember, he was supposed to go to Adidas.
Yeah.
And then Nike was like, "We'll give you your own brand."
So I would say Neymar meant more to the Jordan brand than Jordan meant to the Neymar brand in the soccer world. But it was a good collab, and I like the gear that they made together. And
Wikipedia says Pele was Puma. Yeah, so was Thierry Henry. So was Diego Maradona. Some of the greatest soccer players of all time are Puma. But then, where's Neymar on that list? Jordan changed Nike, right?
Yeah. I mean, it was a dope. Like I said, it was a dope collab, and I liked all the last Neymar boot, the one with like the black and gray kind of speckled paint type.
Yeah.
That was dope. The sneakers, they had like Jordan, Neymar. Like it was like a regular Jordan sneaker, but with the Neymar kind of color pattern.
PSG one. I didn't see the Neymar one.
There's a Neymar one, yeah. That looks really, really cool. So yeah, that was like the dopest part about it. It's not for me. I ain't rocking them, right? It's not. I don't think I don't. I don't really wear Jordans. I'm not in high school anymore. Kind of got over that phase.
You know what? I love looking at Jordans when they come out. I love looking at like the off-whites, like the all beige ones. I think they're called the sales or whatever. I love looking at them, but it's like everyone knows if you put on a pair of Jordans, they're cool. Like that to me is corny. You know what I mean? When like even like a dad could just go out there and put on Jordans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That automatically makes it cool. What I love looking at is when people wear like the bootleg kind of Jordans, like the ones they only sell at outlets. You know what I'm talking about? Like they don't have a number.
Yeah.
They aren't ones that Jordan ever wore. You know what I mean? You're just like, it's not how that's supposed to look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nick Lage said, "When's the last time you wore a pair of Pumas?" It's been a while. I used to get them though, and like it was like maybe in college or a little after college, I was rocking them for a little bit.
Wikipedia put Air Jaundice.
Sounds like jaundice, like Air Jaundice.
Yeah. Why is it this color? Jaundice. I wore Puma. I had one pair of Pumas, and I hated them. They're so thin. Like the shoe itself is thin.
Yeah, they're narrow. I have a pair of boots, football boots that I won at the NYC footy party. Remember those silver boots?
Yeah.
At one of the Christmas parties, I won those, and they are pretty narrow. And I rolled my ankle twice wearing those fucking things. Brutal. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan. Adidas has like, at least for me, it's like they're a little bit wider and they're tighter at the ankle. So
you're talking about the boots.
The boots, yeah. So they feel a little bit more comfortable.
I would know nothing about those.
Okay.
I'm just never gonna play soccer. Colo Blanco said he worked at one of the outlets, and he said he was also sad to see people ask if they were real. Oh, God, that hurts.
Okay. So, all right. I think we're out of subjects today. If there's anything else, people...
We really didn't hit any of the subjects I put in there, but...
Yeah, we have to wrap up soon.
Yeah, we got to wrap up. But yeah, I mean, if you look at the players that earn the most across the Premier League, which is something that I sent to you, De Gea, they say, is still the highest paid player in the Premier League after Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and I think because of the bonuses. So... Aubameyang with his bonus is going to make $375,000 a week, and I'm trying to figure out where De Gea is on this list. Ben Chilwell, remember who everyone's like, oh my God, the greatest, yada yada yada. He's making £190,000 a week.
Is he? He's at Chelsea now, right?
Chelsea.
He moved.
What are we doing?
Man, Chelsea are spending.
David De Gea is making £375,000 a week. Is that too much for a keeper?
Yes, without a doubt. All
right.
I mean,
and that's the end of our show, folks.
If he was delivering now like he was, a couple years ago, yeah. How long has David De Gea been with Manchester United? It's been years. Has it been 10 years already? It's been a long time.
10 years. But remember that first year when you could easily score against them by kicking it low? I mean, 375,000. Yeah, all CAB, that's including bonuses. So that's how much they could make. The numbers that I just read right now. So Aubameyang's contract is technically 250,000 pounds a week, but if he hits all his numbers, he's going to make 375,000. So that's the number that website was using.
I have a strong feeling he will not hit all his numbers.
I think he not only is going to do that, he's going to do it probably by next week. To be honest with you.
So all right, everybody, thank you again for.
By the way, no player has scored more in the Premier League since Aubameyang joined the Premier League. So put some respect on his name.
Well, yeah. Well,
he's our new signing. I can't remember what club we got him from, but we're very
he'll be scoring not in Champions League and everywhere but Champions League. So there's still that.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
All right, everybody. Thank you again for tuning in. If you're listening to the podcast again, we do this on Twitch. Shout out to everyone in the Twitch chat for contributing. So make sure if you want to be a part of the show, again, follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/soccercooligans. We're almost at 500 followers. We're 26 away. Hit that follow button on there if you have not. And a lot to look forward to in general. A bunch of fun podcasts coming up. We have this week, we have Pablo Maurer, which you can check out today. You can listen to the podcast. You can watch it on Football Sports. Tomorrow on Football Sports, we'll have Matthew Doyle of MLS, great MLS analyst, aka, right? He'll be on. And then next week of BSI, the podcast, and defender for San Diego Loyal, we have Sal Zizzo on the program as well, and we have a great chat with him. So a lot of fun shows coming up. So make sure you subscribe to the Cooligans podcast, subscribe to the Football Sports YouTube channel as well if you'd like to see the full episode of the program, and then also watch on Fubo TV if you have Fubo TV, or you can just go to FuboSportsNetwork.com every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m.
You can just watch it right
the
there,
Cooligans
unless you're in Europe.
Are on there. Unless you're in Europe. Get out of Europe. Come to America where COVID doesn't exist.
Yeah, but you won't worry so much about it because the skies are covered with smoke. So
okay, all right. You have to wipe the ashy soot off your face.
Right.
So you won't have time to think about COVID-19.
Right. You're gonna want to wear a mask. You know what I mean?
Trust me, you're gonna need it. Okay. Just with that said, we're obviously joking around, but everybody, all our friends in California, in Oregon, do you hear that alarm? Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a fire alarm.
It's a fire alarm in my neighborhood. They just have a fire alarm. So apologies for that. But. Yes. Speaking of fires, in Oregon and California, I hope everybody is safe. We've been seeing, the poor air quality and all this other stuff, and it's just this country is just falling apart. We need all the help we can get. So show love to all those people out there. Okay. So. Yes, peace, gymnastics, Soka Andrew. We appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out.
Love you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you to everyone who subscribed and followed. We're almost at 500. That's what we're trying to do. We're at 474 right now.
Yeah, bro.
So come on, if you follow, we get to 500. We get our kid back.
Okay, that is hit that follow button for I mean, when it comes to incentives, like some accounts do giveaways and some do like fun you get little knickknacks or stickers.
Nah, fam.
Nah, bro, help us get our son back.
Yo, we want our son Jack back.
All right, yes. So hit that follow button. All right, everybody. Thank you again for tuning in to another Prem show. We appreciate you. We'll see you back here next Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern on Twitch. So come right back.
Thanks again to the greatest mod in the world, Golo Blanco. You help us run this whole thing.
Exactly. So all right. You know what? Before we wrap up, Robert from LA asked a quick question. He says, I've always wondered who is actually doing the tweeting on the Cooligans account.
Both of us, baby.
You'd be surprised. Jack Harrison.
He remembers the time that we wiped his chin of all the milk from the cereal that he was eating, and he was like, "One day there's going to be something called Twitch, and I'm going to run Twitter."
It is both of us, everybody. Yeah. So that answers that. All right, everybody. Thank you.
If there's a grammatical error, it's me.
That pretty much confirms it. All right. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Christian Polanco.
I'm Alexis Guerreros,
and together, what are we?
The Cooligans!